Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for Little Ladies Day 2025. Minion Roulette is giving us for today Hovernyan from the Yokai Watch event. Alright, have I ever actually talked about what Little Ladies Day is based on? Well, in-game it revolves around kind of like serving women and making sure they are well cared for and feel like a princess on this day. It derives from the real world's holiday of White Day, which, to my understanding, originated in Japan in the 1970s as kind of a Valentine's Day too. My understanding of the holiday is, if you received a gift from somebody on Valentine's Day, White Day is the day you give them a gift in return. It's Valentine's Day too, basically. But it is very different, of course, in Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, Royal Seneschal, what do you have for us this year? The Royal Seneschal is planning something new for Little Ladies Day. Ah, Satora, how wonderful to have such a reliable helper on hand. As you've no doubt noticed, the Little Ladies Day festivities are upon us once more. By the way, I must ask, you know of the Songbirds, do you not? How silly of me, of course you do! That trio of princess-styled entertainers were relative unknowns when they first took to the stage, but they've since become a Little Ladies Day staple. Now we hope to introduce another such sensation, but this time the singer will be butler-themed. I've titled this new act the Seneschal Prince, a royal among servants and loyal servant to his princess. The prince in question is scheduled to debut in the upcoming festival performance, but 'twould seem our chosen star is yet to return from picking up his costume. Though there is ample time ere the show begins, his prolonged absence is a source of concerns, to say the least. If only I were not so preoccupied with preparations. Would you mind looking in on him for me? Pico is his name, and he was meant to be speaking with a designer at Eshtame's Aesthetics. Alright, so we are introducing a new idol act. Yeah, there's a running thing in... a running theme in Little Ladies Day of revolving around idol culture a little bit. The Songbirds, as mentioned, are an idol group of 3 singers who typically appear during Little Ladies Day celebrations. It looks like we are moving on to getting a new boy band type idol, is what it's gonna be this year. Prince themed, is what he said. You. How are you? I guess it's Ulda, of course they're still welcome here, but ugh. Alright, hello there, Pico and Maribel. Ah, no, darling, no. What I need from you are specifics. It has to shine with a sharp, frozen brilliance, like a blizzard slicing through the darkest night. And it should dazzle like a searing flame, threatening to burn your fingers at the mirror's touch. Doesn't that sound amazing? Wait, which do you want, a freezing blizzard or a burning flame? Oh, maybe you can help. How can we create a silvery costume that melts into chaotic darkness? Should I give up on the shiny element? What are you talking about? An adventure? What can Maribel, famed as designer of Eshtame's Aesthetics, do for you, darling? Maribel has previously appeared in a prior Little Ladies Day. I want to say the 2021 Little Ladies Day, which ended very shortly before I started this playthrough. So we just barely missed it. So I was told to come here and pick up Pico, since it's taken a while to get his outfit. Here are the Royal Seneschal's bidding, you say? Well, I could certainly use some guidance with his costuming conundrum. The costume itself is largely complete. I simply wanted to add the finishing flair in accordance with the prince's wishes, but I'm struggling to envision the image he's trying to convey. Well, there are just so many dimensions to looking dashing. How can one narrow the options down to a single idea? Forgive me, darlings, but I've other projects to attend to. Would you mind coming back once you've helped the lad decide on a more definitive direction? This is not going well. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity, and here I am ruining my own debut. It was Satora, yes? I'm sorry to drag you into this dilemma of mine. Of all those who auditioned, they chose me to be the Seneschal Prince. My job now is to become a star performer, and creating a dashing and princely persona seemed the best way to achieve that. So I did my research into the subject, delving into books about the most gallant individuals, how they act, how they dress, that sort of thing. But when I tried to explain it all came out a jumbled mess. What makes a Seneschal Prince a prince among Seneschals? Come to think of it, what exactly is a Seneschal anyway? Oh dear. A Seneschal is, to my understanding, an unobtrusive servant who anticipates his master's needs. I see, then my fixation on being dashing was entirely the wrong approach. But at least now one thing is clear. I must learn the ways of a Seneschal if I'm to be the best Seneschal Prince I can be. You seem a knowledgeable sort. Left to my own devices, I fear wasting time on the wrong thing again. Will you help me with my research? Sure, just leave it to me. Huzzah! Then first things first, I say we speak with a wide variety of townsfolk and learn what the general public expects of a Seneschal. Let's split up that we might gather as many opinions as possible. I'll leave the steps of thought to you, and we can meet at the Gold Court afterwards. Pretty sure I just gave you a satisfactory answer, but sure, we can go get more details. This man seems a bit of a mess. Alright, let's go see what info we can gather. So, Weaver's Guild, and then 2 at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Fair enough. Alright, hello there, well-dressed noblewoman. What do you think of Seneschals? A Seneschal? Why, yes, of course, I have one in my employ. The accomplished ones foresee what must be done and act without need for instruction. Those who stand around awaiting orders have no business taking the position. That sounds like extremely high pressure, to be honest. Alright then, next up. The remaining 2 are going to be on Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Alright, hello there, bargain hunter. That word ever puts me in the mind of the first royal seneschal himself, Sultan Baldric. It's said that every year one girl was chosen from the townspeople by lot, and he would attend to that lucky lass as her personal servant for the entire day. The festival is no longer about choosing a single princess, of course, but oh, how I still daydream about having an attentive seneschal at my beck and call. As a child, whenever Little Ladies' Day came around, I would always hold out the hope that this would be the year I was chosen. Okay. And we need just one more opinion. There you are. Hello there, resting server. My impressions of a seneschal? Well, they strike me as people who excel at preparations. Performing tasks to a demanding lord or lady's satisfaction hinges upon their ability to think ahead, to plan events to perfection. My work as a server at the Quicksand is similar in some respects. We have a special Little Ladies' Day menu on offer this year, and I have everything memorized. The ingredients, the presentation, the flavors, down to the smallest detail. Everything from the main course to the beverages and desserts will be perfect. Above and beyond one's prescribed duties, a server's mission is to ensure as many happy customers as possible. Alright, we got quite a bit of information here. I'm sure this will make Pico happy and hopefully give him an idea of what he's trying to do as the Seneschal Prince. Alright, so Gold Court, you are right over here. Also, I don't recognize you. You might be Events. Oh, no, this is post-A Realm Reborn stuff. Is it just me, or are there more soldiers on the streets of late? Everywhere I go, I feel as though I'm being watched. It's downright unsettling, I tell you. So yeah, that's probably due to the lingering effects of the Crystal Brave's treachery. Oh, guess what, Satora? I was asking about seneschals in Pearl Lane, and a merchant offered me an amazing bargain. He showed me a rare urn of incalculable worth, but even the heavily discounted price was far more coin than I could afford. Come to think of it, what do urns have to do with seneschals anyway? Sounds to me that you were about to be the victim of a scam. Could it be that you're a little too trusting? Oh, was I on the wrong track again? I could have sworn. Yeah, so seneschals are all about anticipating their master's needs and preparing to perfection. I see, so a seneschal is someone who serves others, someone who anticipates what needs to be done, and prepares for those tasks in advance. In my case then, I should be a seneschal who serves his fans? Yes, when I put it like that, it just feels right. I should be thinking of ways I can make the crowds happy. And that's exactly what I'll do. Now, if you could stick around a while longer, I'd appreciate some help in becoming the best seneschal I can be. Alright, hey, we're back to the 2 quest seasonal events. Not that it really changes all that much about the seasonal events. Pico ponders over an appropriate direction for his stage persona. I am to don the mantle of the Seneschal Prince, yet while I've grasped a clear picture of the theme, I must needs think how to best embody the banner. A Seneschal exists to serve, to ensure happiness and satisfaction, which, incidentally, is how this all began for me. I once knew a girl years ago. She was my childhood friend, my cherished princess. But alas, she was born with a terrible ailment. She could not rise from bed, let alone leave the house, and thus I took it upon myself to bring the outside world to her. I acted out all sorts of tales, a hero saga, a jester at court, if she wished to hear of it. If it would but make her smile, I would assume any role under the sky. One fateful day, I happened to see a songstress in town. She dazzled the audience, and the elated looks upon their faces. I had to rush back to my princess's bedside to share the experience. I sang and danced my heart out for my audience of one, a performance for her and her alone. Oh, how her eyes lit up. Her happiness was everything I ever wanted. It spurred me to practice day and night, and as I did, I began to feel I truly was a famous performer. Then, all too soon, did Thal call her to his somber halls. Ever since, I've dreamed of making a big name for myself as a singer. If I could perform upon some grand stage, then perhaps my voice would rise up and reach her ears once more. That's why I auditioned for the role of the Seneschal Prince, and why I leapt for joy when I heard I'd been chosen. Yet even though I began all this for her, it has become every bit my own dream as well. I yearn to sing as that songstress did, and stir the hearts of the crowd. Thank you for listening, Satora. Talking to someone helps put my thoughts in order. Right, back to the task at hand. Once I've settled on how to best serve my audience, then I should have all the specifics Maribel needs to finish the costume. Let's head over to the Little Ladies' Day stage, shall we? With the better part of the preparations finished, it's likely to begin to draw a crowd. The sight might inspire some ideas for my Seneschal debut. Alright then. Let's go see what we can do to help out. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. We're gonna be here for a little bit. The stagehand seems swamped with last moment adjustments, and you can see the fans have already begun to gather. If I'm to decide how to act as the Seneschal Prince, then it's now or never. Let's see what clues the scene has to offer us. Alright, let's take a look. So the Seneschal Prince's goal is to serve. So let's see what everyone needs. First off, you. How can I serve the crowd? Aside from the usual singing and dancing, there must be something I can do. Alright, we've got 3 people we can look at. we have an employee over here from the Quicksand. Ah, an employee of the Quicksand. Did they not mention offering some exclusive menu over the course of Little Lady's Day? I was curious about that myself. They mentioned there was a special menu. Knowing such a thing is only available during the festival makes it all the more tempting, doesn't it? I wonder if they'd be willing to bring out a light meal for the audience. Not only would it benefit the fans, but it would also be an excellent promotion for the Quicksand itself. Next up, how about the fans of the Songbirds? See there, a particularly eager Songbirds fan. Come early to ensure a front row experience, no doubts? Rather too early, in fact. My act is first on the program, so he'll be in for quite a long wait before his idols take the stage. Could we do something to make him a bit more comfortable? Yes, of course, he must be exhausted from standing there all this time. The least I can do is make him more comfortable for the duration of my performance. And how about the Royal Seneschal himself? Yes, of course, if we're speaking of Seneschals, we should look no further than the Royal Seneschal himself. Such a courteous demeanor and so precise in his movements. Now that I think on it, no matter the work we do together, he is never less than thorough with his preparations. And I imagine he would be more than willing to help us implement any new plan we might propose. I've been thinking, Satora, there is no rule which demands people must stand to cheer and enjoy a performance, is there? Why not have the Quicksand deliver some light refreshments? Little Lady's Day themed, of course, and aim for a more relaxed experience. I mean, it's hardly a novel concept. One often orders a meal while taking in a play, or has a flagon in hand while the minstrel strums his lute in the tavern. We would simply encourage the same idea. Naturally, I shall rouse a crowd with my song and dance, but this will help define the Seneschal side of my stage character. That sounds like a good plan indeed. The act is finally coming together. As the Seneschal Prince, I shall both serve and entertain. Come, there's not a moment to lose. I must first consult with the Royal Seneschal, then hurry off to make my request to Mistress Momodi at the Quicksand. But I must also inform Maribel of my costuming decisions. There is no time. We can divide the tasks between us. It sounds like there's a lot still to do, so I can take care of some of it for you. You would do that for me? Oh, thank you, Satora. I would be most grateful if you could explain the costume concept to Maribel for me. Just leave it to me. You truly are my savior. I give you my word the show will be a great success. Please do be sure to attend. Alright, let's go meet up with Maribel then. Closest Aetheryte right over here. Alright, on to the goldsmith is closest. There we go. Alright, Maribel, we have a plan. Satora, darling, how fares our princely seneschal? So, we have an idea for the costume at last. So the show will feature a healthy dash of hospitality, eh? Sounds fabulous. A singer with a seneschal's poise and a princess style. Yes, darling, I know exactly what this costume needs. Leave it to me. Please let the royal seneschal know that I'll have the outfit ready in time for the performance. Okay, sounds good. The outfit is on its way. We should be all good to go. Hold on. Congratulations on inventing the bicycle. Alright, back we go. The default Mikote outfit always reminds me. The character creator options in this game are so very limited. Dear God, look at her lower back. She looks like she's skin and bones. She's about to snap in half like a twig. Her shoulder bones are exposed. Those are muscles, those are bones. Oh God. please, again, oh my, someday they have got to let us have at least a little bit more to the character creator than just skinny twig that's about to snap in half. Thank you for lending a hand to young Pico. 'Tis good to know the issue with his costume has been resolved. As I mentioned, the Seneschal Prince is to be the main new attraction for this year's Little Ladies' Day, and Pico himself is to give the show's opening address. I cannot imagine how events might have unfolded without your assistance. You will stay and watch his performance, yes? Of course! I've been standing for so long my feet have fallen asleep, but at least the show is about to begin. It should be starting any moment now. The first act is the debut performance for a new singer, isn't it? The Seneschal, Prince? What would a Prince of Seneschals be like anyway? I have no idea what to expect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Little Ladies' Day performance. I am Pico, the Seneschal Prince, and I shall be your guide to an ephemeral world of wonder. I imagine you're all weary from the wait. Though it be but a trifle, we have taken the liberty of arranging for refreshments, a special festival menu prepared by our friends at the Quicksand. Peach-infused tea accompanied by a selection of spring-inspired sweets. We invite you to enjoy these delights while you enjoy the show. That's for us. Thank the gods, I was so thirsty. Oh, that new menu has been on my mind all day. What a lovely gesture. I am overjoyed to see you thus pleased. Should this repast meet with your approval, pray consider a visit to the Quicksand following the show. But with that said, I must ask that you keep all eyes on me. Without your full attention, I am wont to grow jealous. Fair princesses, won't you step closer? I promise this shall be a princely performance to remember. Settle in, my dear audience, and enjoy the spectacle of the Seneschal Prince. He not only entertains with song and dance, but also captures the crowd's hearts with warm hospitality. A wonderful display. Not bad, not bad. It seems we have quite a show to follow. And the Songbirds will deliver. We'll take the stage by storm and build this excitement to a raging crescendo. Hello, Masha Makaraka, member of the Songbirds and also younger sister of Nashi Makaraka from the Hildebrand quests. Like I said, boy band. Alright, hello there, Pico. How did it go? Satora, thank you for coming to my performance. It was also magical. To see such enjoyment upon each face in the crowd was an indescribable feeling. And did you see how they responded to the touches of hospitality? The Quicksand server even came over to thank me for how quickly word spread about their festival menu. What a stunning debut by the Seneschal Prince! We've already been swamped with demands to know when you will be performing next. In fact, I'm thinking of setting up an encore performance while the festival is still ongoing. Is that so? Well then, I shan't disappoint my fans. I wonder if my dear friend was watching me too, from Thal's distant halls. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. For as long as I have the privilege of standing on that stage, I mean to spend every moment delighting all who attend. Ah, I almost forgot. I had Maribel craft you a matching costume. I was not alone up there in front of the crowd. I felt you standing beside me as you have been every step of the way. Given your part in all this, you are every bit a Seneschal princess, so please do me the honor of accepting this gift. 'Tis the least I can offer for your patient assistance. Now I must be off to prepare for my next appearance. I too offer my sincerest gratitude for elevating our celebrations to ever greater heights. The Little Ladies' Day festivities have only just begun, but I suggest you go and enjoy them while they last. Alright, and we get the Seneschal Prince's outfit. Yes, including the boy band mic. By the way, that waving glow stick emote that we saw in the crowd just there, that emote came from Little Ladies' Day during the event which introduced the Songbirds, I think? Unfortunately, as with all rewards from seasonal events, once the event has passed, the only way to get that reward is on the cash shop about a year later. Eventually, I will get some of those emotes myself. The cheer with glow sticks emote is really, really good. But yeah, now we can hang out here and watch the play commence. Watch the performances commence. The Seneschal Prince will go on for a little bit, and once he's done, the Songbirds will come out next. But while he's performing, I do want to go up here real quick to show you absolutely nothing. There is nothing here. Why do I want to show you this then? What is this little table here with these decorations? Well, if you have done the Endwalker Hildebrand quest, there's a couple of characters that make a cameo here. Not who you might think, though. You have to be finished with the Endwalker Hildebrand quest to see that, though. Alright, looks like the Seneschal Prince has departed. I wonder how long till the Songbirds come out. Well, I suppose I'm not going to wait around. Oh, there they are. They come out almost immediately afterwards. Perfect. Alright, well, I'm going to leave them to enjoy their performance. I don't believe there's a merchant for Little Ladies' Day, which is unfortunate because I would actually really like to see if they have anything to sell, but oh well. With that, that is about it for Little Ladies' Day this year. Again, simple seasonal events. I enjoy them. I enjoy that they're just like a nice little contained story. I wish there was like a little bit more to them. There used to be a lot more minigames in these seasonal events, but maybe someday those will come back. It's fine as is, but could be better, is effectively how I feel about it. Alright, with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we got a few more job quests to take care of before we finish off this first third of Heavensward. I will see everyone next time for that.